1.5 million chips.
That's nearly 10% of the chips in play.
At our feature table, Jonas Buškas is the chip leader at 852,000. Andy Black not far behind him. Curly Seal at 514,000. Joe Hashem, 342,000. And down at the bottom is Patrick Fletcher, 165,000. The blinds have gone up to 6,000 and 12,000 and a 2,000 chip ante. Folds around to Joe Hashem in the small blind.
Wow.
Deuce 8 suited.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Hashem making much ado about basically nothing. He just wants to see a flop here. He'll call.
Now Buškas with the 8-6 suited will check in the big blind.
Battle of the blinds.
Queen 7-4.
There's my 7.
Well, if Hashem made a 7, he probably would have bet it. I think Buškas likes his hand, and now I think he adores his hand. He has made the nuts straight.
And Hashem bets right into it, 20,000.
Buškas has no real reason to raise here.
And he will just call. And a jack of diamonds.
Hashem took his stab, and will he fire another shell?
Yes, he does. 50,000. Now let's see if he can get any more out of Hashem.
He's got a better chance of drawing gold from a turnip.
I raise.
The theatrical sigh, followed by the raise.
And that, of course, will not fool Joe Hashem. I expect he will go away, and he does.
Quietly.
Well played by Buškas, though.
It's a real boon to win $276,000 from the blind.
Well, Hashem loses about $100,000 on that head betting into Jonas's straight. It's really been a tough go for Joe at his hometown event. He just can't seem to put a winning streak together.
But it's just been a struggle, you know, roller coaster.
Oh, so close.
All right, yes.
I've never won more than one hand in a row. I've never been able to build up my chips without getting a whack straight away. I've played a lot of poker. This is just, nothing like this has happened to me.
Painful. This is painful, seriously. Time to double up.
I feel totally exhausted, battered and bruised and exhausted. It's been a tough 3 days.
What an ugly card.
You know, it's my hometown. And, you know, it's kind of like everybody's rooting for you. Everybody wants you to do well. Everybody's holding on to their breath more than you are. And when nothing goes right, and I shouldn't say that, that's wrong. It seems that way. Obviously it's not, otherwise I wouldn't be here. I'd bitch and whine, but overall, you know, it's great to be here, doing what I love to do. I can't expect that everything goes my way all the time. Oh, I can expect it, but I know it's not realistic.
Yay! It really doesn't matter if you're a world champion or an enthusiastic amateur. It is really hard to grind out a win in any tournament, particularly one with more than 700 entrants.
And you were talking about guys like Jonas Buškas, these online guys, young kids, and they just are not awed by playing the likes of Joe Hashem. Buškas raises to 45,000 with Big Slick, and Andy Black has a pair of 8s. And he'll call. Fold, fold. 2 players to the flop, Black and Buškas. 4, 6, 3, and 3 diamonds.
Really good flop for Buškas. Nut flush draw. 2 overcards. But Black does have the best hand right now, Barry.
60,000 is the bet.
The Swede could semi-bluff here, or he could just call. A lot of ways for him to win this hand.
He'll take his time, and he calls.
I don't think Andy Black is thrilled to see that.
The turn is a 3. So the board pairs. Now Buškas will check.
Andy Black can take a shot here. He checks back as well.
And a deuce of spades on the river.
That's a beautiful looking board for a guy with a pair of 8s. And Buškas has basically said, I give up. I'm not going to even take a shot at winning this.
40,000 is the bet to Buškas.
The only way this kid wins this pot is to make a bold bluff. Needs to test Andy Black here.
It's almost worth it to see what I have.
Black trying to work him. Buškas, very calm. Really like his demeanor. And he throws it away.
You have to beat nothing. I could definitely beat nothing. Give you a free card.
Well, Jonas Busquets decided not to make any crazy bluffs this time, and Andy Black rakes in a very nice-sized pot.
But I know you're capable of the insane, so you gotta respect the man who's capable of the insane.
I suppose it takes one to know one. More action for the Aussie Millions after this. Welcome back to the 2007 Aussie Millions. We'll have more poker, but first, let's see if you speak Aussie better than the world's best poker players.
Today on Down Under Dictionary, the word is Adam's Ale.
Oh, Adam's Ale?
Adam's Ale.
What the hell does that mean?
It's a beer?
Clueless. It's a kind of beer they make from, it's actually made from kangaroo's milk. And they put kangaroo's milk in that, and it's very good.
Adam's Ale. Noun, water.
That was close.
Barrack.
Barrack? Barrack. It's a verb. Barrack. Can I get a definition of what a verb is?
Nope, never heard it.
Is that like an action word? Oh, so a barrack is an action word. So a barrack is an action. Oh, barrack? Isn't that something the soldiers stay in? To root for a team or something.
Barrack, verb, to cheer for your team in sport, to take sides in an argument.
Well, I just learned something. Let's see if I can remember all of those.
And for all these years, I thought Berwick was a golf course in Scotland.
I thought it was a movie about a guy from Kazakhstan. Curly Seal throws it away. Fletcher throws it away. Hashem throws it away. And now Jonas in the small blind with a 10-8. He'll bet. 36,000.
And there's his pal.
That's a bad sign. Yeah, pretty much. Looks like it'll probably be your pot after that.
Ace 7 for Black. Suited. He calls. 9 deuce 6 on the flop. Black still a favorite.
Neither guy connected there, which is to be expected on most flops. So in this kind of situation, the player who first shows aggression often takes down the pot.
There's your aggressor. 45,000 with just a gut shot straight draw.
I can't see Andy Black calling here, Barry. This is really a razor fold situation. And we have some intense gazing going on here.
Funny, poker players look at each other much more deeply in the eyes than most lovers do.
That's the first emotion I've seen on the
God,
face of Busquets. And Black throws it away, and Busquets has bluffed him. Well, Busquets, you got to like his attitude at the table here. I mean, he is just unblinking in the face of some very talented players. Let's check in on play at our otter tables, and Christy gazes, a big smile on her face. Also a big lead with kings over Jan Suhanik's pocket jacks.